Thomas, let me show you an example of a haunted device because only myself, you, and Titi lived in 14 Gargani Walk. And also, I think Lola as well. Also, this might be happening to her. So when we used to live in Dean Court, the television was sometimes spooky, and I can't recall right now like a specific event because I'm focused on showing you this thing. Basically, there are some things like, let's say Netflix, right? So these spirits, because Titi was doing nothing in their house, they like Titi because Titi's autistic, and I think she carries something on her body, like some kind of autism spirit around her. So when they saw her doing nothing in their house after coming back from Leicester University, one of the things that they like to do is seeing people do nothing about their situation. So Netflix is all bad. It's also all slow. If you listen to Netflix, it's slow and it makes your mind slower. Some people don't have this, you know. Some people don't have this. All the shows on Netflix are strange. Some of them will be like Bible stories, which are all old, Nigerian films or African films that are irrelevant, that are slow. People act stupid or they're slow, they speak really slow. There's not really any, you're just watching and you're not really grasping what is the urgency, what the urgency is. Like life is serious. So the seriousness of life, right? And then what they do is they fill your mind with all of this crap that you're watching, that you're consuming on YouTube. YouTube is another one. Watching all of these videos, haul videos, gossip blogs. They fill your mind with it. And then when you go outside, you start to see it. So have you noticed billboards? There's no human faces. You got Deliveroo, you got McDonald's, you got KFC, you've got all of these stupid things on billboards. Another thing is you have like McDonald's, there was a time when McDonald's was actually fading as a business because people were no longer interested in eating McDonald's. They were no longer interested in fast food. They were no longer interested in sugar. Like people were eating sugar. And then all of a sudden, McDonald's and KFC are becoming even more bigger. They're popping up near the retail park areas. And there's no alternatives on the motorway. They like stupid things. Like some of the stupid things that Lola has come out and saying, like TK Maxx and Next, and all of these other stupid things. They're prevalent now and popping up in places. They like whatever. They like removing markets. So places where there's market stalls, where there's cheap vegetables, where there's like things that you can get for cheap, that's easy. They like robbing you of your time. So where you're able to get things for cheap, like go to an Asian shop, go to an Asian superstore, and get all of your Asian superstore things for cheap. They've robbed you of it. They've robbed you, and now everywhere is far. All of these supermarkets are far. They're expensive to go and get. What else? What else? Things like they talk. Spirits. They talk a lot. Sometimes they're there. Their job is just to talk to distract you. When really the distraction is them talking. Let me see another stupid thing that I've seen. So this TV sometimes won't even turn on. It'll act stupid. It will act like an autistic being battling me in my own home. So what I mean is like, I'm trying to, same thing with my laptop, same thing, I'm trying to do something and it will start making faces or doing strange things, like not operating like a piece of electrical equipment, not operating like a technology advice device, not like a technology device, but like as a person, like an autistic being. Let's go to the home, right? All of these things, Paramount. Can you imagine if I'd got an Apple TV and bought into the Apple system? All of these things like Paramount were free. Now everything is subscription. Netflix, pay, Disney, pay, NBC, they have things in clips. Everything is pay. Then you've got BBC, you've got iPlayer. Go to iPlayer. BBC iPlayer, the news, yeah, there used to be news. Then when we watch news, we compare the news. So BBC will be like the last place that we go for official news because they are more like British, like slow. They're slow to report on things that are urgent, that are actually really happening in the world. So we will go to places like CBS, all these American TV shows, CNN, all of these shows with a lot more urgency, where we will hear news that we wouldn't hear anywhere else because the BBC don't report on these things. And then you will see it roll out. Channel 4 News is like the most serious news here in the UK. But it's boring because they cover a lot of Westminster stuff. But when you have Channel 4 News, you see the news first, and then afterwards you start seeing it on ITV, then you start seeing it on BBC, and then the reports come in. That's sort of the normal things that would happen. But now it's not like that. Now on BBC News, you get you get no news, the same news, and news about nothing, about Trump, casual news, MasterChef, all of these things that Pedro likes to watch, MasterChef, all of these brain dumbing things, MasterChef, EastEnders, all these stupid shows, Hollyoaks that Lola likes watching, that's a foolish show, Hollyoaks, all these dumb things, dumb, 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 dumb. All of these brain dumbing, all the science shows, science advancements, technology, how to read through, how to decipher things. All of these things was information that when we put on the TV, we knew. And then most of the time, television is for friends and family and for sharing and for plugging in. Now all of this crap. Amazon Prime. What's Amazon Prime? Is Amazon Prime Video a real thing? Is Amazon Prime Studio a real thing? TV shows from Amazon Prime. Amazon are now a production network. These are the things that were in the house that were telling me to stay being an actor and keep me broke. These were the things that were in the house on my laptop. I would come in. I would have an idea. I would want to move. When I came back from Bali, I wanted to move. These are the things that are keeping me hostage. That I'll put on my laptop. My brain will go. My eyes will flash, and I will disappear, and I will catch amnesia. And these were the things that were telling me to stay in the house and be an actor. Meanwhile, I've wanted to come out Manchester since 2017, and I wanted to redo my university degree. These are the things that waste time, slow time. They want us to stay in London. London is a city like no other city in the world. They want us to go back there and go into that sinking pit and stay there. They don't want us to come in small towns where everything is 10 minutes, everything is half an hour from each other. No. Or the longest distance, half an hour. They want us to be doing this, wasting time and being like Titi, autistic, and thinking that good behavior is what's going to get you by. It's by good behavior. Because Titi was a witch when she was in Deco. And then she came to 14 Gargani Walk and she realized all of the things that were happening to her. Shame. All of the things that were happening to her. All of the ways that her life was becoming more empty and more empty. And then she turned to Christianity and turned to good behavior and thought it was the good behavior that will save her. On 14, going to an estate agent on 14K and not negotiating for more money and being okay and taking acceptable things and bringing poverty into the home. Look at this crap. This is happening to CTV. Jonathan and Jesus. Look at this. King David, the Bible. This is all Pedri, the Bible. All of these things that keep people back and twisted and waste people's time. The Bible. And Christian and TV shows talking about religion, the Bible. No money or no nothing. Like Meta, the company. WhatsApp, the company. Facebook, how it's changed over the years, the build, the technology, coding, anything to do with advancements in engineering. Do you know how many people are engineers? Do you know how many people are engineers in this country? From civil engineering to electrical engineering to software engineering to mechanical engineering. Every man is an engineer. Every man is an engineer. There's no engineering television shows. Construction is the number one skill in the United Kingdom. Nothing on laying bricks, building wood, building stones, understand material, men kneeling down, teaching you how to build a garden, how to build a kitchen from scratch. Nothing like that. All of this shit, this is the crap that they serve. Look at this. Like anyone is watching this. The African era, African love. All of this stupid do shows that are not giving any mind, making fool of African people, making fool of anyone from Africa, and watching this show and doing super mode cheers and like we're all together and we're all friends, making us poor and stupid doo-doo heads. This is what I'm talking about. This is what happened. Let me show you my YouTube. Let me show you my YouTube channel. Let me show you my YouTube. This YouTube used to be useful, yeah? The same with Google Chrome. Now, crap. Let me show you this one. This is my first one. You go on here, nothing here is related to me. And I go on search. When you search normal, usually I would search something. Like, let's say, let me search something like, what else? The story of Meta. Everything is in AI. Meta the story. And there will be times, see, there'll be times, yeah, that this TV will pretend as if it can't hear me, like it doesn't know what I'm saying. And it will start pissing me off. I'll be in a pissed off mood. I will be in a pissed off mood. I come home, I'm saying the same things. I could say something as easy as makeup haul, shopping haul, Primark haul. I could say something easy. And it will act as if it didn't hear me and start saying metal. Did you mean a made-up story? Did you mean a mechanic? Did you mean that's how the TV will behave? The television will behave. You think I'm joking? I know there are people crying because they're agreeing and saying exactly yes. That's how they behave. And then when I'm looking for something important, house renovation, house building, blah blah blah, I'll be seeing crap. I'll be seeing houses in India, houses in all these obscure places that I don't know. I'll be seeing dumb things and irrelevant things. My YouTube used to be at least consistent to a degree. It used to be consistent. Now I'm seeing things that are completely irrelevant and completely removed from my life. How many Trump news, how many Kardashian news am I going to see? How many things am I going to see? You know, how many things? And then I'm seeing AI. How many million things of AI that I'm seeing? I will see, let's say, The Mask 2016. Because they want to keep me stuck. They want to keep me removed from the real world, right? This trailer was operating like an AI thing, like you know, one of those made up trailers, like someone who's made a trailer to make it look like it's a real film. That is what I saw like a week ago. They made it seem as if this thing wasn't really happening. This wasn't really happening. This isn't a real thing. Instead, they're showing me old movies of the past, like they want to keep me from knowing what's going on in the real world. So this is what I'm talking about. AI, blah blah blah. There'll be things over. It will look blurry. Even on Facebook, my Facebook looks dry. All of these pictures on Facebook, and I know a lot of people can attest to this. All of these pictures on Facebook look dry. Like nobody is using their Facebook. Like nobody is active. You can't reach anybody. That is what is all over my devices. This is a new Dell. This is a new television. This television is less than 12 months old. This is new. Everything is new. My LinkedIn, all of these posts were selling things that are irrelevant. I was looking for a Monzo. I had somebody advised me to get a Monzo. This was back in 2015. I got a Monzo. Then I started looking interested into more kind of digital banking and what was going on. I downloaded Revolut and I downloaded Starling. And then randomly one day, some advert for Chase came up on my phone to download the Chase app because Chase is a new digital bank. Chase is in America and America only. The Chase UK is fake. The Chase UK is fake. Some of these companies that we're running into, they're fake. They're not for us. It's like the time inside the house is different to the time outside. Not for everything, but for some things. So that when you brainwash yourself with these things, you go outside, you end up seeing it. Home bargains. Didn't care about home bargains years ago. Suddenly home bargains started showing up. Home bargains are all over the place. Where's Wilkinson? Where's Wilkinson? Where is all of the cheap stores? Where's As the Livings? Where's Tesco F&F? Where are all of these things that we need? Where is it? Everything's been taken over by home bargains. Where's the markets? Things to waste people's time. I used to be able to type in simple things. Yoruba Nigerian film or Nigerian film. My TV would read who I am, what language I speak, what would be the best film for me, or best film. Now it's like my devices. I'm an alien, so anything I search is irrelevant to me. I don't find anything relevant. Let me take another example. Let's look at O2 network. O2 is a fake network. Anybody with O2, the number doesn't work. O2 is a fake network in the UK. It's a fake network. It has stopped being a real network. It's not a real network. The only network there is in the UK is BT. And BT there was T-Mobile as a mobile network. And part of part of T-Mobile was owned by BT. That's fine. That's fine, right? British Television. That's fine. Then EE came. Then all of these networks, talk. All of these other things that waste people's time. Talk. Virgin. All of that waste people's time. The only network you need is T-Mobile. Microsoft 365. Where did that come from? To make jokes, because I was working an office job. I would come home, suddenly my laptop was telling me to download Outlook and upgrade to Microsoft 365, where it will cost me £90 a year to have Microsoft to have Office Word on my laptop. Meanwhile, Office Word has been free for years. You buy the one DVD or the one CD, and then you have it for years. You're able to put it on several laptops for years. How many laptops have I put it on? Am I not one person? Am I a family of 5 or a family of 6? Now it's Microsoft 365 that's telling me to pay £65. Everything now is subscription. Everything is got a price block, a price wall. Even to read the news. Even to read the news. Now you have to pay to be ad free. Since when? Where is the television of the 1990s where you see real things, where you're able to observe what's real? Now every device is laughing and telling us to eat Deliveroo and just eat and be a fool. Titi telling me that she moved to O2. She moved to O2 network and she's not even getting all of her phone calls and all of her text messages. But everybody outside seems to be doing so well. But I'm seeing things move. I'm seeing things move strange. And she's complaining and bickering every moment. Complaining and bickering and looks shook. Lola's abandoned her family. She's not saying, come to Dubai so I can house you and keep you. If you feel unsafe there, let somebody meet you. Both of you come to the airport together. Be together, come to Dubai and sit and lay in my home. This is what I call spirits of the air. This is what I mean by spirits of the air, because they happen to everybody. This is what I mean to spirits of the air. People do things because if they leave things to neglect and negligence, this is how your home starts behaving. This is how your home starts behaving. It happens to every person, regardless of race, from Caucasian to East Asian. This is how the world is. When you don't put things in place, they start talking for you. And they like people like Peju, who are overly sacrificial, super religious, who come from bad families, who come with no plan, who breed and fester and breed these things into the home. This is her. This is what they do. This is real life, real living, going out, finding people. No. This is the nonsense. So all of these devices are all stuck. And I've moved now, more than a year, coming up to a year and a half. And all of these devices that I have are stuck. There were sometimes dumb days I had to come to work and bring my home device, my laptop, to the workplace so that somebody can undo it and fix it. And I enjoyed it because I was wasting my time carrying 2 laptops and my back was hurting. So every time I come back into the house, the laptop will stop working again. Will stop the thingy. Because there'll be things at the door. Footing Gargani Walk. When I say spooky, there were things that I thought when I was younger, I said, it can't ever be true. Things like haunted houses, and haunted people. It's true. It's true. If this is not an indication that some people have it haunted, I don't know what it is. That's why I'm exposing it. Because I'm 35 years old and there's only one place that they want, there's only one thing I want to happen, and that is death. And that has been death. We had moved into a house and we thought that we had made it because we finally moved from a council estate to a house. Now, a home. So we thought that we've made it. Suddenly, the whole house went quiet. Everyone stood still. I'm so glad that my children are in their house, in their rooms, safe and sound, like a witch. Like a witch.